What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into my channel called My Miraculous Life. My name is Michael Paul, Mike Peasy, whatever you know me as. I just wanted to tell you, that's right, this is where the joke comes in. I asked your grandparents if I can see your baby picture, and let me tell you, I saw some things that I will never forget. I was like, what? They did that? They look like that? That's right. We're getting personal. So the name of today's video is Know Your Surroundings. That's right. I made a video that's kind of like a clue in the title here. As you could tell, many people are interested in this video right now at this current moment that I'm being surveyed by helicopters and FBI agents and security. That's right. They want to know, what is he gonna say in the video? You should just subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. I'm sure they heard it, right? Let's not hold it off anymore, everybody. And let's go ahead and break it down. So, chances are that you have multiple roles in your life. You got to do a lot of things on a daily basis, and that means you got to be a lot of different people when you're doing those things, because you can't be the same person doing all these different things. Example, okay, the people that are parents. When you're a parent, you're running around in parent mode, right? You're trying to be like, hey, don't touch that. Nah, It's usually the same 5 words. No, don't touch that. Don't do that. Come here. Stop. Those are the same 5 words you use as a parent. Tell me I'm wrong. I thought so. So, what if you're a single person? When you're a single person, you got to go to work. Or let's say if you're a person who's a parent that has to go to work. Or if you're just people in general that have to go to work. Okay? So when you go to work, you got to be on this professional demeanor. You got to be on your A game. You got to make sure that you get stuff done that are not only tasks and goals that are set for you by company standards, but the things that you set for yourself. And what I ask you to do is just strive to be better. Dare to be different. You know, don't be afraid to be genuine and sincere in your work ethic. Work hard. I've said this in plenty of other videos. Check them out if you haven't seen them. So what I'm trying to get to you is that there are different roles that you have to play in your life. You have to be a good child to some of your parents, and some of us have parents that need us. They depend on us. That they don't have anybody else to help them with just the basic necessities of living a normal life. Sometimes it can be heartbreaking to see your parents go through some things that you see them go through. And for those of us that don't have any point in relation to what I'm talking about, enjoy your parents while they're there. Enjoy them while you have them and they're in good health. And go and take as many vacations or trips or spend as much time, go over for dinner as much as you can with your parents, and make that bond strong with them, because their time is a lot shorter than what yours is. Now, when you're a child, you go to work, you're a parent, you're a lover. Sometimes being in love and being in a relationship is a lot of time consumption. And it's part of the role of being in that relationship, where you got to put in your part and do your time with them. And I'm not saying it like it's a jail sentence. Clink! For some of the married people, they might look at it like that. If you're in a bad marriage, unhappy marriage. But when you're in a relationship with somebody, they ask for that time with them, to go to the movies, to go to dinner, to make sure that you get that Netflix and chill time. You know what I'm talking about? You know, one of the healthiest things that you can do in a relationship is if you guys drink, I would say have a drink together at least once a week. And this helps avoid a lot of the arguments, because you can have pre-arrangements where you sit down once a week and you just have a couple drinks together and you talk. Put on some music. I would suggest Unconditional Love, Mike Peasy. That's the playlist. Just throwing that out there. And just set the mood for the whole evening between you guys. And just talk about things that irritated you throughout the week, because you guys are going to be both a little bit more relaxed and willing to hear what you have to say to each other. It sets the mood right. And then once you just let all that stuff out and they just say, I'm sorry, babe, I'm sorry too. I didn't know I upset you that day when I said that. Or hey, I shouldn't have said that. I crossed the line. Or, I didn't know I made you feel that way. These things that need to be said in your relationship for it to maintain a healthy status. Now, here we go. You ready? This is why I chose this background. The reason I chose this background is because if you look at it, we have what? A field of crops. We have a lot of opportunities and a lot of death, unfortunately. So if you look at the dry side of the crops, we look at things that are lacking life. And so it is with our lives. This is how it is for us. We have areas of our lives that have opportunity, that the dirt is just dead. It hasn't been planted any seeds. It has yet to produce anything. And then there's other areas of our lives that are rich, that are full of crop, that have an excess amount of crops. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell you is that this could be the opportunity, an example of you being a parent. You're there all the time, from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to sleep. Every need, every opportunity, every chance that you get, that you have to teach them to be better, to have them help you with things, to help them with things. It's a never-ending job being a parent. So that could be you, mom, you, dad, and you're there all the time. Or this could be work, where you're just there and you're just plugged in all the time, giving an excess amount of yourself where you can't seem to escape what that's producing. And in a sense, if you look at this, think about this. Where do pesticides and insects come the most to feast? It's on what's the most well produced. So those insects and those pesticides that come and destroy what you've worked hard to produce, it can be forms of bitterness, it can be malice, it can be anger, it can be unforgiveness. It could be a lot of things that are those, in example, those pesticides that come and take away what you have earned. But there's also the other side. Let's look. We have opportunity, but we also have death. And sometimes what we see as a large amount of good field can already be corrupted. So we have to break it down. Like friends. Like friends that you know are not good friends for you. That try to push you to do the things you don't really want to do. That try to change your character and your way of being and your moral intellect. Friends that challenge you, but not in a good way. These are the things that maybe need to be broken down and restarted and replanted. Find new friends to produce good fruit from you. Or you're just barren, empty, desolate in this area of your life. That could be a relationship that you never healed. Maybe a relationship with your father or your mother or your grandparents, a brother or sister. Maybe a child that you never reconciled a relationship with. And it's just there. It's never going to go away. It's always going to be there until you do something with it and produce good fruit. The best part about this field that I chose is the trees behind me. And you want to know why I say that? It's because behind me, the trees behind me are equivalent to what you can't see in the future. You can't see past this to know what's going to happen to you tomorrow, a month from now, a year from now, 10 years from now. You can make goals to try to get there, and I'm not knocking that. I'm all for that. You do you. Booyah! But what I'm saying is that the future is something that nobody can tell. And you can choose to have it to be just a barren field with nothing in it to be planted from destruction, from pesticides, from things that are eating you up, the good things about you, what you've produced to be about you and your character and your personality. Or you can choose to see something more. You can see massive amounts of fields that have produced different types of trees and different kinds of berries and all kinds of different vegetables. It's all on what you choose to produce for your own life. So here we are, the end of the video. I'm about to help you see clearly for a second. There was a man that scattered seed in all different areas, hoping that it would produce something amazing. The first set of seeds, it was trampled on by all of the people that walked all over it because it was on a walkway. And a bird came and ate it. The second set of seed, he threw it, but there was a rock on top of it. And because of the amount of way that the rock held it down when the seed was trying to grow, it sprouted, but it wilted and died because of the sun and the amount of heat and pressure that it was under. The last set of seeds here, it was scattered on good soil, and it uprooted and it produced much fruit, 30, 60, 100 times more fruit than what it could ever imagine. And so it is with the message that I'm telling you. And these aren't my words. These are the words of my Savior. These are the words of the God that I believe in. These are the words of Jesus Christ. That the good seed that had been planted, some will hear it. Some of you will listen to this message. Some of you will take this into mind and consideration. And you'll try to look at the different areas of your life and the roles that you have to play. And you'll try to produce good fruit from that. And others of you will be like the first set of seeds. That it's going and it's dropped in a place where the world is going on its flow. And what I'm telling you is to go this way. And you're going to eventually cross paths, all right? And it's going to be stepped on. Because of the friends you surround yourself with. Because of the anger and bitterness that you refuse to let go of. And the bird will come and steal it and eat it, right? I'm going to tell you who that bird is. It's the devil. It's yourself. It's the people around you that are not good for you. However you look at it as. The second set of seed, right? It was placed, but a rock was on top of it. And some of us are born knocked down with the odds stacked against you. Some of you are born into fighting, and that's all you know your whole life is fight your way out of everything. And it's not fair to you. And you may be knocked down right now. You may feel like the odds are stacked against you, that there's no light at the end of this tunnel that you're looking at, but you're not out. You're knocked down, but you're not out. I'm telling you to get up right now. I'm giving you my hand. Get up with me. And let's fight. Let's fight together, because you're not alone. And that rock that is on top of the seed that I'm planting on you, that's all your problems. That's the weight of the pressure of the world on your shoulders. And the sun and the heat and the intensity of the problems that just grow with all the worries, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger, that is what's going to stop the seed from growing in you. And it will die. Or the very few of you, the select few of you that's waited to the end of the video for this, you are the good seed. You are the ones that are going to be rewarded beyond your furthest imaginations. That God sees you. He sees that you keep your chin up, that you don't give up, and you fight the good fight day in and day out. Some days you lose, and some days you win. But no matter what, you know who sits on that throne in heaven. And you know who you are as you're learning what you're capable of accomplishing. That's the end of the video. kind of seed are you? Because I've dropped it, I've scattered it, I put it everywhere. Let's see. I don't know if there's a lot of birds that are willing to come and eat this right now. Or I don't know if there's people that are just, it's just too much. It's too much that you're asking me to do to try to change my life right now. I don't care. And then there's a few that said, yeah, this is it. God bless you. And thank you. Thank you for staying till the end of the video. Have a great day. Choose what kind of field that you want to produce. Or you want to die. Because we won't be able to see into the future. It's all on what you do now. Have a great day.